Mitch Myers joins us on Blitz, Hayesville Yellow Jackets head coach. Mitch, first of all, I just want to thank you so much for your time today.
Well, thank you, Brian. We appreciate you folks covering us. That's great.
Yeah, and I know you guys got to be really excited up there in Hayesville. 2-0 start for you. You had 2 wins of all last year, so you matched the win total. What's that do for the excitement of your club early on?
Well, I think our kids are really pumped about the success they've had so far. Now the challenge will be to us, if we can handle success and keep improving each and every day that we go out to practice.
Yeah, now what do you think, last year is your first year taking over the program, and this year, you've made some strides already. What have been the biggest changes you've seen from this group of guys from last year to this year?
Well, we've had a year of a good workout program where most of the kids have been involved in it. They've got a lot stronger and quicker, but they've also got a lot more discipline. That's not to say we don't need to get more discipline, but we have improved a lot in those areas. Mm-hmm. People are executing better their assignments and carrying out the plan that the coaches have given.
And now, again, you open the season with 2 wins in non-conference schedule in Towns County and then Copper Basin. Certainly those games are more than just the wins and losses. What is it you were hoping to see out of your team before you dive into the conference play?
Well, you hope your conference schedule prepares you for conference play. And, Towns County is an improved club, and they're a lot better football team this year than they were last year. So we felt fortunate to come out there with a win. Copper Basin has some big kids, very different than the Towns County kids. So it let us play against a quick team and then a big, heavy team. And now we're going to play in a 3A school, Inca. We have an open this week, but Inca next week, and they're a 3A school, and that'll be quite a challenge for us.
Yeah, hopefully that'll set the tone for you heading into conference play. But of course, we all knew Josh Harris was going to be doing his thing this year. He's a senior now, but Brian Smith, at least in this last game, has really emerged. How big was that to see him succeed? I think he had 3 touchdowns there against Copper Basin.
Well, that was a huge thing. Brian's a sophomore, and we've got 2 or 3 sophomores that's playing quite a bit, and we need them to contribute. And he came through in a big way Friday night. Copper Basin had, loaded up to stop the things we did against Towns County, including Josh Harris. So we're doing some things with Brian that comes off the plays that Josh has, and Brian come through in nice fashion for us Friday night.
Yeah, and I know Josh Harris is the one that he was your leading rusher last year, so it was no surprise this year he's going to be, you're going to be relying on him quite a bit. Talk about just how much you guys are leaning on his contributions this season.
Well, Josh he's a proven runner for us, and he started off the season real well where he left off last year. But the big thing that probably is helping him a lot there is our line play is much better. We've had a great improvement with our line executing the plays and blocking for him and giving him a chance to get started, give him some holes and get him into that secondary without getting hit in the backfield. That's huge for any running back.
Yeah, I know your expectations got to be pretty high this year. In the Smoky Mountain Conference last year, you went 0-6, but I know this year you guys are looking to make some adjustments. If you can look in that crystal ball, where do you feel like Hayesville winds up in the conference?
Well, it's really early to tell. We're picked at the back of the pack, and we haven't proven anything more than that at this point. So, we play in the elite conference in the state as far as state championships go. If you can compete in this conference, you got a chance to go all the way. So until we get in there and start playing with them and see how much we've actually improved conference-wise, it'd just be hard to say.
Yeah, like you said, this is a really tough conference there in the state of North Carolina. Some folks don't quite realize just how tough it is, but what is the challenge that each school faces, especially in football, to compete within that Smoky Mountain Conference?
Well, there's a lot of us. Those programs are established with tradition, and of course Hayesville's had that in the past, and we're trying to regain that ourselves. But, I think 2 years ago, both the 1AA and the 1A state champions were from this conference. Mm-hmm. So, this conference, you have to play very, very good football all the way through. And, just hope that the injuries don't get to you, and especially playing two bigger schools in the conference like Murphy and Swain, we don't have as much depth as they do, and injuries are a very important factor also.
Well, we hope to see you guys stay healthy, and Coach Myers, again, thank you so much for your time, and wish you nothing but the best the rest of the season.
Well, thank you, Brian. We sure appreciate the coverage you folks are giving us.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Coach.